inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Carr now on first down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gets around him, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. At their own 49-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Saints 0.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On play action, it's Carr. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr rolling to his right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back back to throw here. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a play fake. Carr. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14, Saints nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Carr now to throw. And it's complete to Adams.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material.
Carr going to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
The margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Saints, nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Winston. They complete it to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be fourth down.
Ready.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first and 10, Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are able to at least get one score back.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Darius Phillips on the loose. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail this time. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, now Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. To about the 40-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have.
The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Deontay Hardy on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
To throw his Carr. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point forthcoming.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Raiders 56, Saints 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41.
Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Winston's looking for Olave, and he's got him. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Lots to try to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
One last shot now for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ballgame is now officially over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and